as you might recognise, I'm back in the swim that I did some sessions in last year. What's the reason that I've been away? Well, I had a hell of a lot of personal stuff going on. So, in a nutshell, I kind of lost my head. Didn't want to go fishing, didn't want to do a lot of things, but we're back now. I want to try and be consistent with this, and it's not all going to be just fishing. I want to kind of document everything and just showcase what it is to be a videographer, running your own business, trying to get in nights fishing here and there, travelling in the van, relationships, so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a different one in terms of it's not all going to be just fishing. But as you can see, we've just got down here, just got set, just getting in the middle of setup. We're in a swim called First Out, and we're in 2026. I have done 2 sessions on here up to press, 4 fish, biggest being a 25-pound common. So here we go. Obviously, got a good old steamies. I'm going to try and do this on 3 different cameras. This being the DJI Osmo Nano, my phone, filming in 4K, and if I can, I've not brought a tripod, which is a bit of a rookie mistake, my FX. So there might be many different qualities in this. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, get sorted out, and I'll catch up with you when I've got the rods out. Right, well, we've switched over to the phone just while we get sorted. So I found, I'm going on 2 separate areas that I'd fished from last year. The wraps have slightly changed, which doesn't surprise me. Water being up, water being down, weed growth and stuff like that. So 2 little Ronnies on the old TNT whites. 1 white, 1 match the hatch. I say match the hatch, it's like a real pale cream. So it basically goes washed out white anyway. And then gonna have a look a bit out to the left for another area for me to fish on the left hand rod. I do have another spot just off to the left of these. Well, I do know of, it's not my spot, should I say. Just off to the left of these pads, well, these reeds, sorry, but I want to try. There's a big plateau out there, and when I say short, when I say shallow, I mean, I reckon at max it's about 1 foot. But I want to try and find somewhere just off it. See if there's a little bit of a deeper channel, so to speak, that I can kind of put a rod in where it's going to be a little bit more out of the depth of the birds, because the bird life on here is quite bad, especially gulls, and they can really lever you when they want to. So anyway, I'm going to get these 2 rods sorted out. It's literally, that's what we're fishing. Bit of cam soft. I'm sure it's cam, yeah. Cam stiff. Bit of cam stiff, size 4, curve, Ronnie style, and some TNT whites that have been soaking in some rocket fuel and some a little bit extra, and that little bit extra is Essential Orange that Christian sent me, and it's absolutely mega. I used it when I was fishing a match last year, zig fishing, and everyone around me were blanking. I had zigs out and I was using this orange liquid. Whether it made a huge difference or not, I can't say, but everyone around me was fishing on the bottom. Obviously I had zigs on and my bites were pretty quick. Obviously with fishing it's all about confidence in it. And that gave me confidence in this orange liquid, so every time I can get some, I get some, just so I've got some just for baits as well as foam. Anyway, I'm going to get these 2 rods out and I'm going to get a marker rod out, have a look out to the left and see what we can find. Oh, I seem to have got a wind knot. Absolutely mega that. How to get a wind knot? More now. Alright. Not ideal, Jeffrey. What we need. Is it going to be one of them sessions where you just have an absolute mare? Oh my. I mean, this is 18 or 20 pound quarter touchdown. So it's like rope. I'm looking at that. Not sure I'm going to get that out. Or should I rephrase that? I definitely don't think I've got the patience to have a go at picking this out. Shouldn't have pulled that back. That was perfectly fine. Great. Honestly, these sonic reels. This is the second one that's happened to me. The wooden actual handle is just merely screwed on. Let's get rid of these. And that is absolutely atrocious. Okay, let's just screw it off mid-reel. Very thick bits of weed out there, which is good. There's a lot of people that will choose not to fish in the weed or near the weed. You know, it kind of puts them off. But what I found is if you fish a long enough hook link, a nice balanced bait, you're alright. And that will ding dang do. Is that the one? That would be the one. It's the one, John. I think. Well, that's all the rods out. Fishing. Found a nice spot out to the left. In a zone that I feel like, well, it's between 2 swims, so it might not get fished that much. I've never fished the swim next door, so it might actually be a spot that's out of that swim, but found it nicely. It's this side of a bank of weed. There's a bank of weed at the back of it, at the bottom of a drop off. So yeah, felt good, felt clear. And we're out doing it. I've got a feeling that swan's about to pick that right hand rod up, and if it does, that will be an absolute nightmare. But in the meantime, I'm going to get all sorted out. I don't know whether to go under the stars tonight or not. It was cold last night. It was quite, well, I didn't, obviously, got this morning, there was a lot of dew, and the van was dewed up, so maybe not. But apart from that, it does look very nice for a bite. And this is the view from the van. Obviously I've got a proper bed in here. I'm not sleeping in it, don't worry, the bed chair's there, but there we are. The rods are out. I've had a few liners already. There's been a hell of a lot of fizzing in between those 2 sets of reeds. So we shall see if one of these do tear off. Obviously fishing on the TNT as always. Bright whites and a match the hatch. So earlier on, obviously the left hand rod was out left. And I got a very strange pickup. I looked up and there was seagulls, as they are now, as you can see them, they were like dive bombing the water, and I thought, surely not. Surely not. They're surely not picking me up. So what I did is I got the marker float on the marker rod, cast that out, put the float up. I was in 1.5 foot of water. Turns out they were, when I brought the rod in, the pop-up had got beak marks in it where they'd been grabbing it. I was like, wow, I've never, ever, ever experienced that. They're obviously that high, and when the water's that clear, when they're looking down, they can see the boilies. So they've just been diving straight in like they would in the sea, and picking up the bait. And yeah, gave me some form of not a run, but a heavy liner for me to be like, So I've moved that rod now. I'm now fishing in 4 foot of water with it. So yeah, I feel a lot more confident with that. The spot that I found, beautiful, but 1.5 foot just didn't sit well with me. So 4 foot of water now. Don't know what the other two are. I'm happy with them spots. I've caught fish from those 2 spots before. The rod that's in 4 foot, I've caught from. Yeah, I've actually caught from that area before as well. So it's nice to know it's 4 foot. So yeah, we're just having power banks on, charging the phone, watching a little bit, and hopefully one of these will tear off. Absolutely wounded. Just sat on the bed, actually sending my accounts email. Right hand rod, shot up, stuck up, and unfortunately it's come off. Oh, I'm absolutely wounded. Yep, just where them ducks are now diving all over me, belting. So, yes, 1-0 carp. I think last year I lost 1 fish on here, and that was out of this swim. This year I've lost 2. 1 from here, 1 from the bottom bank. Oh, not the one, Jeff, not the one. I might start fishing tight clutches, just in case. I was thinking about keeping in the van tonight, but I'm not going to be, because it'd be a right mess about trying to squeeze myself out of there to get to a fish. So yeah, I just had a bloke turn up, go next door in corral. Is it going to happen? We'll soon find out. So I've just had a somewhat a pickup, and there were gulls diving. Look at that. I'm fishing in 4 foot of water, and the gulls are diving from above, picking it up. It's absolutely outrageous that they've learnt to do that. Bloody hell. Well, the evening is now approaching. It is about 6:15. Just got the kettle on. And yes, this piece of wood wasn't in the swim before, and that's because we have moved swims. We're now in a swim that I fished first this year and had one, and then that's the swim over there. There, where that cut is to the left of that boat, where I fished last week and had 3. So yeah, 3 and lost 1. Just weren't feeling it down there. After being picked up by seagulls, it just really didn't fill my confidence. The spots that I had and the wraps that I had all seemed a bit off. The reeds looked like they'd been cut back probably a good 12-15 foot. So yeah, just weren't feeling it. Tons of weed. I've got no issue with fishing in weed, fished in weed all the time. But there was tons of it up there. Out here, not so much. There's some nice clear areas. Got some nice wraps. So fingers crossed, one of these rods can go off. I've put about 1.5 kilos of TNT, half kilo over each rod. 2 out in open water and 1 down to me right. So fingers crossed, we can have one. And this kettle will hurry up and boil. Right, well, we've got one. Right, rod. Absolute churner. Quality battle. And yes, I've got a nice mirror. Bit of scale damage on it, but I'll treat that up. But yeah, right, let's get it Let's get it all the sling weighed up and sorted, and we'll get some pictures done. First plug, just gone dark. Belting scrap as always. Ooh. Lovely fully scaled. I think it's one, but I'm not certain. Don't really know what the main fish look like, but I think it's one called Warty. I was only on about wanting this fish the other week. £25.10. It's gone. This is, if I'm correct, an original fish. Look at that. Mega old thing. Black as oak. Lovely scales. Half its tail missing. Absolutely bloody magic. Get some on the other side. There's a little bit of scale damage on this side that I've already treated. And there we are. Mega fish. Well, absolute buzzing, but also a bit gutted because I've not managed to get any pictures to do that fish any justice, which is a bit annoying. I think it is the fish that I'm saying it has been water, £25.10. It's an original fish. I'm sure it used to go 30 back in the day, but yeah, my Bluetooth clip that I use for connecting it to take pictures has died, so I couldn't get actually any stills, so I've had to just video it, and obviously the video quality at night's not always the best, and I don't think I can take a still from the video and it'd be a good picture, but we shall try. We'll see what we can do and see if we can touch it up in Lightroom and hopefully bring something out of it. But yeah, I'm not overly hopeful, but they're out doing it. Fingers crossed one of them rips off in the night or early morning. Well, good morning. And what a morning. Double bubble. Had a double take this morning, right hand rod and middle rod. Playing the right hand rod, just as I was netting it, middle rod went. So, 2 for the price of 1. 2 stunning mirrors, so I'm just going to get them all weighed up now. Obviously they're all in one net, so just get the sling, put it there, get them sorted, and then yes, see if I can't get another one. £20 8 ounce. Magic. The other one's bigger than this now. Just treat it up. There we are. £20 8 ounce. Stunning mirror. Spin it round. Quickly get some stills and we'll get it back. I think the other one's bigger. And here we go, the second one of the double bubble. £23.4. Mega looking mirror. Wants to behave. Come on, pal. 30 seconds and we'll get you back. There we are. £23.4. Mega fish. Quickly see it on the side. Beautiful. Right, let's get it back. There we are. What a fish, right. Off we go. Oh, what a session. What a session so far. I reckon I've probably got another 4 hours or so. I think it's about 5 o'clock. Got to about 8:30, 9. I've water 27.10. The first half of that brace, £20.10. And then the bigger one out of the two, £23.4. Absolute magic. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I feel like I'm making nice strides forward now on here. Last year was a bit janky, a bit broken. I've done three nights now for 7 fish. Really starting to understand it a bit more, areas, how I fish it, and fishing it how I want to fish it. I think we get a bit sucked into fishing it how others fish it, or on areas with other fish. And I've kind of done my own thing. Obviously, you might get the odd pointer here and there, but whether you take it or not is up to you. I'll listen to information, not necessarily that I'm going to act on it, it's just something so you know later down the line. But that being said, all I use is a throwing stick. There's a lot of people in here using bait boats, and I think that's why you get a consistency of catching, because you're not in this controlled manner of the bait being in a 1 foot by 1 foot square rectangle patch, whatever, where it's falling out of the hopper of a boat. Obviously using the stick, and it's just spread massively. And when fish are having to move between baits, and you know they might pick 4, 5, 6, 20 up without having a hook in them, confidence is ever building, and then eventually they're going to come across your hook bait and they're not going to think twice of it. So yeah, absolutely buzzing. Going to get this kettle on, have a brew, and see if the morning's got anything else in store. end up being that. Right, enjoy me a cup of tea and I'll look at some pictures and see if it's Wurzel. It's actually a PB common as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been after a £30 common for years.
It's like you don't want a bucket of water throwing on you.
Nah, I'm alright, thanks, but I went swimming when I had a fucking mirror.
That is a beauty.
Mega. £31.14 I think it went. £31.12.
Stunning, right? Yeah.
Magic? Oh, sorry, Paul.
Plenty of water. Fucking cracking.
Right, well. Go on. Great fish.
What did she do? 31?
£31.12.
Fuck yeah. Just the gnats under 32.
And to think Wurzels potentially £7.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? Absolutely buzzing. £31.12. Hard fighting common. Oh, what a session this has been. Catching one of the, well, I don't know if it's a rare one, but one of the original, I know it's an original fish, Warty. Catching those two lovely common mirrors. Lovely £20 mirrors, and then going and having a £31 12-ounce common PB. My PB before for common was £25. I'll not beat my mirror because that's £44, but there's still commons in here that can beat that weight for me. Oh, I'm fucking absolutely mad up. Absolutely mad up. And if you don't know, you need to know. You hear me? See these? That. I reckon, and this is no word of a lie, no joke, in the past, so I've been with Steamies now 3.5 years, I reckon, maybe even 4. And I reckon I could count on I might need 1 to 2 extra fingers, more than my one hand, to count how many blanks I've had. That speaks volumes for me. Whether it's good angling, whether it's bait, whatever it is. The synergy's aligned, and so I've done 4 bites, 4 fish landed. Last week I did 4 bites, 3 fish landed. Then the week prior I did 1 bite, 1 fish landed. Speaks for itself. So get yourself on the Steamies website, get yourself some TNT ordered, get yourself some white TNT or match the hatch TNT. Add a little bit of rocket fuel, and if you're feeling extra spicy, get a little bit of the roast peanut extract. It's mega. Well, that's it. As you can see, all packed up. Ready to go. What a session it's been. It looks like that could possibly have been Wurzel. The biggest fish in the lake, but massively down in weight, probably because it could have spawned a few weeks ago. I know last year they'd spawned about 3 weeks prior to this week coming, so potentially. Just gotta get the stills edited and sent across to find out if it is or isn't. But I spoke to Ollie, who had it last year. He had a look at his photos, and there's a few markings that look very similar. So we shall have to wait and see. If so, I've caught the biggest fish in the lake, but it's massively down in weight, but is what it is. The other one to catch for me would be the Seraching, which is a mid-30 mirror. That's the big common and big mirror done. But remember, like, share, subscribe. This is just the start, hopefully. I have a good season on here and a lot of fun fishing to do. A couple of sessions with Ben. We've got a match to fish, 48-hour match at Linear with Lee, so that'd be mega. And I've just realised I've put my bivvy away with my car keys inside, so now I need to unpack that to get those out. So anyway, I'll catch you another time.